YouTube, what is up? What is up? Yama Trades back. Um, as you guys know from the last video, I was able to pass the Ftmo challenge. I was able to sign the contract. I got the emails, congratulating me for passing the challenge. Signed the contracts, got all of that situated. The onboarding process was fairly quick. I would say about 2 to 3 days. Got the account. Started trading it. It got a little shake. Well, my first trade, I will say, I got the account on a Wednesday, and I should have just waited, but I decided, I was just hyped and just was excited about the account. On the Thursday, I took a few trades and made 4.7% on the account. But then Friday, I decided to take trades that I shouldn't have been in. Going against trends, doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing, and ended up, going back down to break even for the week, for those 2 days. So essentially right now, the account is, back to 100K. It's haven't touched it just yet. I'm gonna be a little bit more strategic this week with my setups and what I'm looking for. But yeah, with this video, it's more so a tip video for some of you guys that are looking to do the Ftmo challenge. Since I've already done it and kind of have some experience in it, I think I can give you guys some insight, or at least provide you guys with some type of knowledge that you guys may find useful. And I'm gonna jump straight into it. All right, so this is 4 tips to pass the challenge. At the end of this video, I'm gonna have an extra tip for you guys, so 5 tips essentially. But we'll start with tip number 1. Create a plan before beginning the challenge. Right, this is very important. You want to know how you're gonna approach the challenge. You don't want to just get the challenge account and just start placing trades. You want to understand, okay, in the beginning, I'm gonna risk X amount of dollars, and then as the account grows to a certain size, then I'm gonna risk X amount of dollars, right? So in the beginning, I risked 0.85% per trade, right? So I was risking $850 to make about $2,500 per trade. Did that happen the way I wanted it to? Not every trade. Some trades I was closing early simply because I felt like I was on the wrong side of the trends, the wicks and things of that nature just influenced me to close my trades early. But I was able to grow the account. So what I said was that I would risk $850 to make $2,500, and then once the account got up to $104,000, I would then go to risking 1%. And the reason for this is simply because, I just wanted to make sure that there was a little bit of cushion and padding in the account before risking 1%, because I didn't want to just start losing 1%, and then be down 96,000, and now I'm having to recoup that 4,000 and then get to the 10,000, the point. So create a plan, like a percent-based plan, as far as like how much you're gonna risk up to a certain amount of dollars, and then what you're gonna risk after that. What time you're gonna wake up to place your trades. I was waking up around 6 a.m. every day. Wasn't trading London, just pre-New York, looking for setups. I was catching the tail end of London, jumping into New York, and I was just essentially just trading, a New York session. I was looking at gold, GJ, UJ, EJ, and there was a few other ones that were in there, but really my main ones was like GU, GJ, gold, that I was like trading, right? Outside of that too, with the creating a plan, you just want to be strategic and systematic about what type of strategy you're going to use. Are you going to use a break and retest? Are you going to use a scalp strategy? Like, don't change it midway through the challenge. Keep it consistent, do what you need to do, and then go on with the challenge, right? Because this will help you in the long run. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, risk less than 1% for your first 3K of profits. And this kind of ties back into creating that plan. But if you risk less than 1%, per trade, you can lose more trades and still be in a comfortable position where you're not trying to recoup losses. You see, if you go risking 1% per trade and you take 5 trades, you already failed the challenge if all 5 trades lose, right? We don't want to think like that, but we gotta be mindful of that. This game is all about risk before reward. So if you're focused on reward before your risk, you know, you run into issues, because now you're just thinking about, okay, I'm gonna make 3%, but what happens if you lose that 1%, right? So try risking less than 1% for the first 3 to 5,000 profit in that account, and it'll take you a long way. Tip number 3, stop trading after you hit 4K in losses, period. Right, regardless if you see a phenomenal setup, it's calling you, someone says, hey, take this setup, stop trading, right? Because at the end of the day, this is all probability based. There is no one that actually knows what's going to happen in the market. So if someone tells you, oh, this trade is going to go to TP, they don't know that. They just have multiple levels of confluence, and they decided that this was a solid trade for them to take based off of past trades, but there is a potential of that trade going negative. So if you're risking 1% on that trade, guess what? You just lost a challenge because you were down 4K, you took that trade, it hit your stop loss, and now you lost that extra 1,000. You lost your money that you put up for the Ftmo challenge, and now you're sad, right? We don't want that. So at 4K losses, just stop trading for the day, period. Just stop trading. Turn off MT4, turn off TradingView, and go do something else, right? And then the 4th tip, set a schedule when you will trade and when you will analyze the market, and stick to it, right? So for me, I was waking pre-New York around 6 a.m., but I was analyzing the night before. So I was analyzing between 7 to 9 p.m., looking for setups. If things lined up that night, I would go ahead and take them, but I would still wake up at 6 a.m. to monitor those trades. But just stick to that schedule. Create that schedule for yourself. Figure out what makes sense to you as far as like work and actually being able to look at the charts. So if it is you looking at the charts the night before and then waking up London to start, you know, placing trades and looking at your trades, then make that happen. If it's you're gonna wake up London and analyze the market during London or pre-London, so like around 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and then wake up, you know, New York at 8 a.m. to actually start placing trades, then let that be the schedule. But find that schedule, stick to that schedule, and just, you know, allow that to be what it is you do during the challenge, right? And then so that's pretty much, I would say, my like top 4 tips that, you know, I stuck to religiously while I was doing the challenge that really helped me pass it. I was able to pass the challenge in 6 days, and then I passed the verification in 4 days. So a total of 10 days is what it took me to pass the challenge and verification. But of course, you have a minimum of 10 days that you have to trade. And then my final, or I would say the extra tip, is take micro lot trades once you've hit your target if you have more trading days left. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people talk about this in their YouTube videos, but once you've passed the challenge, as far as like the dollar goal is met, if you still have minimum trading days left, take micro trades. There is no reason for you to try to put a standard lot on a trade and try to make an extra $200 or $300. Do a 0.01. Just get in it and get out of it. It doesn't matter if it goes negative or positive. Just get in, get out. Just get in, get out. That's it. You know what I mean? Just so you can meet your minimum trading days, that target. So those are pretty much like I said, my like 5 tips that I would say, you know, will help you pass the challenge. Of course, you need to have some experience trading. This isn't an end all say all tip list that, you know, is just gonna like make you pass it, but this has tremendously helped me pass the challenge, and I'm sure if you implement some of these tips, it'll definitely help you pass the challenge. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, any concerns, go ahead and put them in the comments below. You know, thank you for everyone that's commented on the last video. You You know, I was starting to see a lot of momentum in that, and it was very encouraging to see all the positive feedback that you guys are providing. Look, I'm rooting for you guys, man. Like, if you guys and gals, if you guys are doing a challenge, like, let me know how it's working for you guys, because I'm really rooting for you guys. I want all of us to be able to get 100K, 200, 300K, and be able to trade that money, you know, so we can leave our day jobs and just do this. Because I know I'm extremely passionate about trading. Like, I personally see myself, when I grow old, being on my deathbed and telling my relatives to, hey, bring my laptop in so I can place one more trade before I go out. You know, like, I really, really love this. Like, LeBron loves basketball, I love trading, right? So, you know, however I can help you guys, you know, if you guys have questions, concerns, or anything that pops up. Sorry, my phone is buzzing off. My little brother's talking to me about some trades. But if there's anything I can do to help you guys, you know, if you guys have questions, concerns about charts, strategies, anything dealing with the charts or trading, you know, go ahead and, you know, message me. Like I said, leave the comments below, like and subscribe, turn that bell notification on, you know, just so YouTube sees that, all right, this guy's passionate about what he does. Let's push his content to more people. That would tremendously help me, right? But yeah, you know, thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, I'm out.